Welcome back to That Leslie Sound Series.
We have some new pedals for you.
What you just heard was the Roto Sonic Rotary Speaker from Keeley Electronics. And it's out of a custom shop, a limited edition pedal that we got in, and the Beard is going to tell you more about it.
Yeah, so we did like 20... I'm not even sure what the final count is on that Leslie Sound Series.
20 plus.
Yeah, well, I think it's over 25. Somewhere between 25 and 30 pedals on this series, that Leslie Sound. And so when we saw Keeley had a new rotary pedal coming out, yes, please.
Yeah.
So.
And then we opened it up and saw gold knobs, and we're like, wait, what? And then we realized it was a custom shop limited edition. We're like, well, okay.
Yeah, very nice. Pick your phones.
Is it my phone? Oh, my phone.
So, we literally just got it today. Just unpackaged it. Mm-hmm. And we have had it in the first two positions. So there's a 3-way toggle. I think we start there. We're jumping right into features.
Right.
The all the way up is called the Les.
Leslie.
Middle Vibro-s. Mm-hmm. Bottom Univibe. We haven't even hit the Univibe.
No, we didn't. That'll be the outro.
So, yeah, Les is Leslie.
Yep.
Vibro-s. Now, I kind of scoured the internet, looked at Keeley's page, looked at other people's pages, watched a couple videos that were out, and and read a couple like things in news groups, and they were like, well, Vibro-s, and actually somebody said whatever that's supposed to be. Mm-hmm. So we were talking about this and are pretty certain that that's supposed to be a vibratone, like a Fender vibratone, which would be a Leslie 16 or a Leslie 18 that was rebanded by a vendor. The difference being a Leslie would have the horns that are spinning and then a baffle around the speaker on the bottom. The vibratones just had a baffle, didn't have spinning horns. And so, real quick, because I think I'm still on, right?
Yeah, you ever go with the Les?
Go up to the Les once.
Give it a little fast.
Yeah, kind of fast. Even crank the depth, maybe. If we hit the Les...
Then you go right down?
Do you want to turn... That takes all the dry out, right?
Yeah.
And now we'll jump down to... I don't know if we're right or not. I feel like we're right. That's modeling just kind of the Leslie 18, Leslie 16 vibratone by Fender, and Les is modeling more of like the 122 cabinets or whatever that have all. I'm digging deep to bring all that terminology back.
We jumped to a different series after that.
Digging deep to pull all that back. So on this pedal, we have a rate, a depth, a blend, and a level. So rate being the speed, depth being the depth. Mm-hmm. Blend is blending in your dry signal, and then level is how hard you push the amp. You know, how much, you can go from probably nothing to a little bit of a boost. Right. Now, here's the thing that this blend knob from two guys that have geeked out over Leslie's and did 25, 30 videos on them. That's nice about that. When you run like a vibro tone, like a Fender Vibratone, or you run like a Leslie 16 or an 18, they had a crossover built in.
Right.
And so you would unplug your speaker, plug the cabinet in, and then plug in. So it was kind of like you got both the speaker of your amp and your amp. And then I think highs and lows went to your amp and mids went to the Vibratone or something like that. But you always had that clean sound.
Yeah, it was like a wet dry rig.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. And so by putting that blend knob on there is really kind of a cool idea and exciting because that allows you to blend in that clean signal. Because you typically, when you hear guitar rigs, there is the clean signal. Mm-hmm. Like nobody played through just a Leslie. They would always have another amp there too. Even when they had like a dedicated Leslie, I think they had another amp there. That was most of the guys that we think of when we think of people that use Leslies. So pretty smart. We can leave the rate and the depth up pretty high right now and just show that blend knob. Maybe if you play,
Okay.
if you can remember the Leslie riff.
I can, but first, this is brought this out of retirement. It's the Supro Hampton through the Tyler JT22, which would be new to the Leslie series, and so neck pickup, little reverb in the amp, and that's it. Yeah, definitely more throbby as you go to the all the wet effect. It sounds really good.
It really does.
And I don't think that's just because we stepped away from Leslie pedals for a while. That sounds really nice. I feel the very organ feeling.
Mm-hmm. And that's in the Vibro-s mode,
Right.
which I thought I would lean towards
The
Leslie mode.
Right.
In fact, let's run that. We won't take us long to run that knob again, but let's
Yeah.
click it up to the Leslie mode,
Okay.
mode and do it again.
Two very distinct sounds.
And for the demo, I feel like let's run this all the way up, right? So we can really hear that effect. Mm-hmm. But sitting here while you're playing it and listening to it, I'm thinking, I don't know, like that sound when you had it way back here.
That movement underneath.
It's under there, but
Yeah.
that's really nice too. Mm-hmm. We'll crank that a little bit more. Let's do the depth knob. We'll start at the bottom and go up.
All right.
depth all the way
Yeah,
down.
he was still there.
Right. I mean, I feel like it still is doing something really nice.
Yeah, that Vibro-S sounds really good.
Slow all the way off.
Yeah.
You're tempted not to take the speed all the way up because you think it's going to be unusable. And a lot of
Yeah.
times on courses and stuff, it does. It gets
Right.
very, like, Dramamine needing. Like, right. But that sounds like, it's like the top speed of that's where it should be. For the top speed of Leslie. It's really nice. There was some speculation online that this is the modulation section taken out of one of his other pedals, one of Keeley's other pedals. I think the dark side, or one of the boxes that has like modulation.
Okay.
Like has multiple things in it. But then they said there's some things on here that box doesn't have. So maybe not.
Right.
Level, I mean, if we turn it all, let's do all the way down, middle, and all the way up.
Oop, how about the turn? Oh, that, I thought it was. It's him. Even at the top, anytime we dime a pedal, we're always just kind of like, oh, here it comes. And it got louder, but it wasn't unpleasant. And it didn't it pushed the amp a little bit, but not crazy.
But enough to give you, there's a boost in there if you need it.
Yeah. If you were playing maybe some single note stuff, or maybe some trying to comp some chords that were kind of in the back, you can bring
It's
them up a little
like
bit.
any modulation effect
Yeah.
where there's ups and downs can start to give you that.
Perceived volume loss.
There we go. We got it.
Not
The psychoacoustic effects of.
what he said.
So, I think that's the pedal with the maybe notable exception, because this is that Leslie Sound series.
Right.
We didn't try Univibe, but the Univibe has a very interesting place in the Leslie world.
Right.
And we did a video where we
did.
had a very special guest come in to answer that question.
With friends with this guy, so he wouldn't mind that we
Yes.
bring up Josh Scott's name.
Well, he yells at him every once in a
He
while.
does, yeah.
But-
Robert Keeley yelled at me.
So Josh came in. We were talking to Josh Scott about kind of the history of Leslie pedals and this idea that it was like a happy accident. They tried
Yeah.
to make Leslie in a box, and they got the Univibe. And according to Josh, that's not what happened.
It wasn't a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. It wasn't.
We can put that up in the
We
post.
could. Would Josh would just show up again?
Right. So should we...
If we go to Univibe, there's only one person that can play it. That would be you.
Well,
And I don't know. I guess. I don't know.
I mean, just play that same thing for a
All
second.
right.
And let's twist some...
Is anybody out there?
That sounds really good.
It does, man.
And Univibe
Univibe.
is a really hard one to hit. Mm-hmm. It really is a hard... It's a hard one to fake. That sounds really good.
It's our third Keeley pedal, I believe. And every one of them, same format, mini toggle in the middle. And it was always the one that's not exactly what the pedal was that really stood out. It was like a bonus, right? Like in every one of them, that was really unique. And
so we did the Dynamite Roto, and that had the Roto flange on the bottom position.
Right.
We did the Dyna trim, which had 3 different harmonic trim, and yeah, I mean, all right, we're fans.
They're all three. All three of those selections are fantastic.
So,
a huge pedal. Our first custom shop pedal, though.
From Keeley.
Right.
I'm just thinking.
Yeah.
This is the time in the show.
Yes, you're right.
Where we like to say thank you to everybody who's watching. Thank you for subscribing, hitting the notification bell, hitting the like button, leaving comments down below. What's your favorite Keeley pedal? Because I mean, we have had 3.
Every one I've played.
We've had 3 today.
Right.
We just got another one in the night too for the next series. So, what's your favorite Keeley pedal down below? And I think with that, we're gonna.
I'll give you the tagline, but before I give you the tagline, Robert Keeley lives his life on social media, right? So we know he went through a major heart procedure, moved to a new shop. We're really happy that he's doing well. He's been super generous to us, our little show, and so we're happy that you're healthy. And with that, I'm signing off, right? PJ, on behalf of the Beard, remind you, no matter what you hear, you never have too much gear. That sounds really good. Must be the gold knobs.
It's bizarre. That sounds.